Hello friends. Welcome to my lecture. Today's topic what we've decided to today we're going to cover array list, vector and linked list. So today we are going to study how this data structure work. Mostly we are going to study about this data structure. These are the data structures and what is the significant difference between these data structures and in what context, maybe in what is the when we should go for which data structure, because most of them think like that these are the similar data structure, we can go for any data structure for storing and retrieval data, for manipulating data, but it is not like that. In a case of small data set it is okay, but when we deal with a large set of data it will be creating a problem, it will create a problem. So we just can't go blindly and we can use array list or vector or linked list data structure. It's on its core logic, how it works. So we are going to understand how it works, and how much it is costly for doing any operation. We are going to study thoroughly how its different operation works and which data structure is best in which context for insertion deletion, for those things. Okay, so now first of all I'll start from array list, vector and linked list. So what is array list? If you have know, you might be aware about the array. Array is a static array, so we need to declare its size at compile time. We cannot modify its size at runtime. We cannot decide array size at runtime. So we have to define its size as compile time. So if you want to insert more elements at specified index which is greater than that defined size, so it will give the error like array out of bounded, maybe index out of bounds, maybe that kind of errors. So just to overcome this kind of disadvantage, array list has been introduced. So array list mostly comes in Java. When this data structure belongs to date in Java. And what is array list? Array list, what you can say, a dynamic array. Dynamic array means it can grow according to the needs. Means it is not like you need to define its size compile time. So it will going to grow at runtime. So what is the most advantageous things in array list? What you can say is it's organize its storage pattern, how it stores in the memory. So it store in the memory in a contiguous location, means it follow contiguous allocation pattern. So what is contiguous? That you also need to understand what is contiguous. So if we'll go through, this is the contiguous memory allocation. Suppose there is a process, there is a like some suppose there is a task that you have to perform, and that task maybe requires some bytes of data. Suppose these are the bytes of data. So these bytes of data get allocated in the memory in the contiguous form. So this requires 3 bytes. So these 3 bytes are allocated contiguously, sequentially. So that is a contiguous memory location. So if it has access this block, so it can access this block directly. So there is no loss of there is no overhead. Means it can easily access the next block. But in a case of non-contiguous memory allocation, the bytes are stored at different locations. So it is not sequential. So just to access this block, so this block stores the address of this block from where, means suppose you have accessed this block, and from this block, from this block where you have to go, this information stored in this block's next address, and from there you can go to this block. So this is a overhead. So this is just a basic difference between contiguous allocation and non-contiguous allocation. I'll tell you the advantage of contiguous allocation. The contiguous advantage is like it in a caching technique, it is more helpful, because in caching, what majorly caching does, if you access some part of a data segment, if you access some block of data frequently access in the main memory, so it also keep track of the recent access data, maybe the consecutive blocks of data, it also store in the cache memory. So when you request, it get directly accessed from the cache memory. So that is the advantage of having contiguous memory. But also there is a disadvantage that we will go through further. So this is the overview of array list. Okay, now what is a vector? Now मैंने वेक्टर बताया, एरे लिस्ट बताना, व्हाट इज अ वेक्टर? वेक्टर इज सेम एज एरे लिस्ट, डायनेमिक एरे, बट दोनों में डिफरेंस है। एक दोनों में डिफरेंस, मेजर डिफरेंस क्या है? एरे लिस्ट जब भी सपोज, हाँ एक एग्जांपल बताता हूँ, सपोज देयर इज अ साइज ऑफ, सपोज यू हैव कैपेसिटी ऑफ एरे, कैपेसिटी ऑफ एरे इज 10, मीन सपोज यू डिक्लेयर एरे, उसका एक डिफॉल्ट साइज कंपाइल, डिफॉल्ट साइज होके चलता है कैपेसिटी करके। तो कैपेसिटी सपोज उसका 10 एलिमेंट्स है, नाउ यू हैव इंसर्टेड द 11th एलिमेंट, now the capacity has been in, the capacity is the capacity is only 10, now you are trying to insert 10, so in that case, for the inserting the 11th element, it create another array, it create another array with the with a with plus size of 50% of its size, means अगर उसका साइज 10 होगा एरे का इनिशियल साइज, तो उसका क्या होगा 15 साइज हो जाएगा। वो पूरा डेटा जो स्टार्ट जो पहले एरे से था उससे कॉपी होकर दूसरे एरे में जाएगा, एंड द लास्ट एलिमेंट will be added at its end. So this is how it's works. So suppose it the array capacity, the array list capacity has been exceeded. In that case, a new array will be created. The data will be copied from old array to the new array, and the last element will be added appended at the end. So this is how it works. Now in a vector, the same thing happens, but the new array size get increases by double. By double means suppose the initial vector size was 10. So if the capacity gets increased, the new vector size will be 20. So it is like doubled. That is the most basic difference. The other difference is like, if you are working in multi-threaded environment, I think you should go for vector, because vector is mostly useful in a multi-threaded environment. Array list mostly works in non-threaded environment. If you have only single main thread and you don't have multiple threads, then you can basically go for array list. But if there is a like a threaded environment, there is a lot of synchronization you need to maintain. In that case, you should go for vector. So that is a major difference. And obviously, if you go for array list and it is not it is a thread set, so obviously it will be fast, because in if you are using a vector in a threaded environment, there is a lot of like mutex, unmutex, logging, unlocking, and this kind of those. So there will be overhead. So it will be little bit slow. So now we'll go to the linked list. So what is linked list? Linked list is a collection of nodes. Now what is a nodes? Nodes is a data. Nodes is what you can say a node. What you can say a data structure. What you can say a primitive ADT data structures, which will be holding a data for that node. And there is another that it has a two section. There is a one more data section, and other is a next section. What is next? Next will store the address of the next node. Address of the next node means from one this node, who from this node I have to go which node. So from how I'll come to know which node I have to go. So this next block stores the address of the next block. So because of this information, I'll link to this node. So this is just for simple scenario. I'll explain you this node, this linked list. So this is right now, this is a single linked list. So this is a first node, this is a second node, this is a third node, this is a fourth node, and these nodes have an address 3200, 3600, 4000, and 4400. Okay. Now this first node data is 1500, and now this node I have to link this node to this node. So I need to store the address of this node to this node. So obviously this is right again. There is a this node, I have to link this node to this node, so I have to keep in next section the address of this node. So this node has get linked, and again I have to link this node to this node, so I store the address. And now there is a no more node after this node, so I make it as a null pointer, means it is an end node. Now always you should always maintain a pointer, that is a head pointer, just to have a track is from where what is the from where the linked list has been started. This is the first node, so you just can store the address of this first node into the head, so head will be pointing to the first node. This is a general scenario. So this is how the linked list works. Now the linked list memory pattern, it is contiguous, non-contiguous, it's on. So if this suppose this is same as this, so this is like this is a one node which is there, and the next node is here. So it is not like a sequential. So this is non-contiguous, maybe non-contiguous, it may be contiguous. So this is how memory organization happens in linked list. There is nothing like contiguous, purely contiguous allocation, and it majorly access by its next section, next pointer, next section decides from where, from here where I have to access the next block. So this is like pointer organizations, means these nodes get linked to each other through this next block, this next section which stores the address of the next block. Now that we have understood, till now we have understood what is array list, what is vector, and what is linked list. Now we'll going to study about the operations which majorly going to be similar for all these data structures, and which data structure will be suitable for which operations, that we are going to study. Now what is a insert value at last int? Now this is the operation, means if suppose you are adding a data, so by default if you'll add an element into the vector or array list, it will get added at the end. Okay, now in an array list how it works, and in the linked list how it works, that we are going to study. Okay, so if you want to add an element into the array list at the last index, you need to first check whether its capacity has been full or not, there is a size or not. Because suppose the size is 10, capacity is 10, already 10 elements are there in the array list. So if you try to insert 11th element, so obviously it has to grow its size, obviously. So in that case, if the array is full, then it copies the data from the old array to the new array. So 50% more size of than old array. तो क्या करेगा वो, पूरे नया एक array बनाए, it will create a new array, it will create a size of this array as a 15, it will copy this all 10 element into this new array, and it will add the 11th element at this 11th. So this is like how the insertion, how the what you can say insertion happen at the end. At the end, I'm just talking about at the end. On the other hand, if you want to add element in the linked list at the end, it is like, again it is simple. You can have a pointer at the pointer which stores the address of the last node. You can just simply go to this last node and you can just append the new node, and you can just make the pointer adjustment, and the new added will be in the new node. The next section will be have the null address, because the new node now the last node. So obviously it has next section should have a null pointer. So okay, again in both cases the addition, the insertion is obviously O of 1, but in array list there is a lot of shifting. In array, if the size is full, so there is a huge shifting, because I have to create another array, I have to copy all the element from one array to the another array. So that is expensive operation. So that is what it has mentioned. Both have time complexity 1, but due to added step of creating a new array in the array list, it worst case complexity reaches to order n, because I have to copy all the n elements. That is why we are using linked list where multiple insertion are required. So again it is saying, it is not like that you should not go for array list for insertion. It is what it is saying, if you have multiple insertion operation for many times, so in that case there may be case, maybe the capacity may be get full, and the all element may be copied into the new array. That case may be happen. So in that case you should go for a linked list. So it is what saying. But in a case of small data set and you have a minimum insertion operation, so in that case you can go for array list. So now what is the next, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So now what is insert value at the given index? Now in the first one, what I have to do, I have to just check, I have to insert at the end. Now what here in this case, I'm trying to looking for a space in the middle of something, in the middle, or the after second element, or after some specific element. So in that case, how the operation works in the array list and the vector and the linked list, that we're going to study. So again, if you are trying to insert some uh, some value at a given index, in that case again it will check whether the array list capacity has been full or not. If it is full, again the same procedure will be happen, but procedure here thoda sa alag hai. In that case, first you will go to that, first you copy all the, sorry huh. First in that case, first you have to copy, in that case if it is full, you have to copy all the element from old array to the new array, and after that you will find that you will go to that index, and after that index if you have to insert the element, after that index you will shift all the element to the right one by one just to create a space to insert a value at that index. So again, in that case, if you're trying to add an element, if you're trying to add an element and vector capacity is full, so in that case there are two heavy operations. The first heavy operation, you have to copy, you have to create a new array, you have to copy all elements, and after that you have to find at that index, and after that index you have to shift all the elements one step, and then you have created the space and then you added element. So there are two major heavy operations. Now the next, now the other thing happens, there may be case the vector capacity, the array list capacity has not been full, but again in that case, in the next step you have to create a space for that that value which has to be inserted at that index. So in that case again you are shifting the element. So again that is a huge operation that will go. I'll explain you through this example. So on the other hand, linked list simply find the index and add the value. In the linked list, how it happens, you will start from the head node, you will search the elements. Okay, this element I have found. So it is like, suppose I'll give example. Suppose I have to insert suppose I have to insert a node 16 between 3 and 17. So what, I'll start from the head node, I'll go to here, I'll search the value 3. No, it is not 3. Yeah, it is 3. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create a new node, I'll create a new node. In the next section I'll store the address 4000, and this new node ka address I'll store into the address of this 3 ka node. So this is like it will be work. So new node will be, so it is like it will search the operation, there will be no shifting operation, nothing like that. So it is not that much expensive as compared to the array list. So on the other end, the simply it has explained, linked list simply find the index and add the value at the given index by rearranging the pointer of underline. Both have a time complexity n. So why I am saying n, because it has to search in the linked list, again it has to search the value. Okay, again in the vector, again it has to search the element and it insert the value at that index, but it also involves the shifting of all the data, one shift, shifting the data one index by one index. So that is heavy operations. So again, that is what it has meant. Both have time complexity one, but due to the added step of creating a new array in linked list and copying the existing value, we prefer using a linked list where multiple insertion are required. This is how, if you look this, so, so suppose this is array list of size 11. Okay, size 11, and there are 10 element 11, 19, and these are with the index. And now I just wanted to add 55 at fourth index. So this is fourth index. So at this position I want to add 55. Okay, so at this index I just wanted to add sorry, I'm extremely sorry. So I just want to add 55 at index 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So I have to add 55 at this position. Okay, so in that case I have to first go to this index. Okay, I understood. Okay, this index I have to insert 55. So what about 5? There are at 3 index there is a 5. So in that case I have to shift this. So I'll shift this, and then this space will be empty, and then I'll store my data. So again, it is like first I have to search that index, then I have to create a space, I'll shift all the elements, and then I'll. So this is again heavy operations. So insertion is always a heavy operation if you are trying to add an element rather than end position in the array list. So if you are trying to add an element in an array list at the end, that is not too, then in that case it will not be too much expensive in all cases. But if you are trying and add an element in the vector in the array list at any specific position, then it will, other than the end, then in that case it will be expensive. So in that case you should go for a linked list. Now again the third case is like, oh, okay, the third case will be like, this is our third case. This is search by value. What is search by value? Search by value, again you have to search the value. It is like, it is not nothing you have to do, you have to just search the value. So in how much iteration you can search the value, that is most important. So again, in the case of array list, suppose you have to iterate through the all the elements. Obviously in array list you have to search, or you have to search, oh, okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. If you have to suppose search, you have to find out whether 10 is there. If you'll go there, you will go there, you will go there, you will go there, and then you will find it. So it is what it is doing. The operation has n complex. It look like array list and linked list both have the same operation. बिकॉज अगर लिंक लिस्ट में भी अगर हमको सर्च करना होगा, सपोज आई हैव टू फाइंड 90, आई विल गो फ्रॉम हियर एंड फ्रॉम हियर आई विल गो टू हियर, आई हैव टू गो। सो अगेन दोनों की कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी सेम ही लग रही है, दोनों की कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी मुझे सेम ही लग रही है। अगर एन, अगर मेरे को हो सकता है कि इफ आई हैव टू सर्च द लास्ट एलिमेंट, तो दोनों की कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ओवर एन ही आएगी, जितने नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट उतना मेरे को टाइम लगे। बट वी नीड टू नोटिस दैट, वी नीड टू द बेसिक डिफरेंस। अभी हम यहाँ नाउ वी हैव रियलाइज कि सर्च में दोनों का सेम लग रहा है टाइम। सर्च में लिंक लिस्ट में भी हेड नोड से स्टार्ट किया और उसको ढूंढना, एरे लिस्ट में भी स्टार्ट से चालू किया ढूंढना, और किसी में भी शिफ्टिंग, एरे लिस्ट में शिफ्टिंग भी नहीं हुआ, तो दोनों तो बेस्ट है। तो सर्चिंग में तो लग रहा है कि दोनों सेम है, नहीं, बट ऐसा नहीं है। सर्चिंग में आप देखोगे तो एरे लिस्ट ही आगे आता है। एरे लिस्ट क्यों आता है कि अगर आप देखोगे ये जो मेमोरी एलोकेशन है वो ना कंटिन्यूअस है, एक के बाद एक है, तो यू कैन इजीली एक्सेस दिस memory indexes, memory location. But in a case of, linked list, these are not, these are scattered memory. These are scattered memory because if I have to go from here to here, I cannot directly go. I'll go to this next section. I'll get this address, and from this address, I come to know from to which block I have to go. Then I access this block, and from this block again I look this address, and from this address I'll go to this block. So it is not directly. This is random location, random access. So in that case, the overhead comes in the case of linked list when we want to search an element, because it is not a contiguous allocation. And also in a case of array list, as it is a contiguous, so caching memory techniques also, caching technique also come, which helps in faster accessing searching. So in that case, so we can say in a searching, the array list beats linked list, because in a case of searching, the as the in a case of searching, the array list is faster because the memory organization are contiguous. Now this is the next one. This get element by index. Okay, so now what is the next section? We have to get element using an index. Obviously, you know, in the array list, the data is stored in contiguous allocation. Obviously, if the data is stored in contiguous, you can access the data object using an index. So you just pass, you have to just give the object name in the square bracket, you have to pass the index, you will just get the object. So that is again a fast. But in case of linked list, you cannot directly get the object. You have to get this object, you have to start from the head node, you have to go this, you have to go this, those things. So you cannot directly, so in a linked list, you cannot directly get this 90. You can, 90 you can get if you maintain the last pointer. But if just suppose there are thousands of nodes, and if I try to find out this 17 in the middle of 60, 70, so again it will be like you will start from head node. So there is a lot of overhead. But in a case of, if I have to just get this, if I have to just get this six index object, six index data, I can directly access a of 6, so I can get that 23. So again it is a huge what you can achievement over the linked list. So if you are trying to access any data using index, in case of array list, is very fast as compared to linked list, because in a linked list you have to iterate each and every element, but in an array you can get access the object using index. So again, this getting element by index, array list has beat the linked list. And searching by the value, again the linked list, array list has defeated linked list, array list. Yeah. Now this is our last operation, that is remove by value. Okay, so obviously मैं आपको थोड़ा सा ये लास्ट है, ये लास्ट फैक्टर अपना डिस्कस कर देता. Now what is remove by value? If we'll go through, this is remove by value obviously. So suppose there is an array list and I just want to remove data from array list. So again, if I just this is the case, just this is the case, this is the array list of a 10 element. I am interested in removing 23. I'm just interested in removing 23. So if I'll remove this 23, so there will be a space, empty space as index 6, that will give the leakage. Leakage, what you can say, the index which is which is empty means there is no data at that position. So in that case, array list, what it does, it just shift all the data one place, by one place to the left. So 7 will be occupying the space of 23, 1 will be occupying the space of 7, and 10 will occupying the space of 1. So this is how the shifting will be work. Understood? Okay. And obviously, so this is how it sorry. Yeah. So this is how it works. This is how it works in the array list. So the though the data has been found and it has been written, but the shifting has happened. So it is similar to adding the value at index, but to remove an element by valuing the array list and linked, we need to iterate through each element to reach that index. That is okay. That has to be maintained in same case. Array list में भी अगर हमको कुछ remove करना है तो हमको head से start करना पड़ेगा. Array list sorry I'm extremely sorry. Suppose remove करना है तो अगर रिमूव करना है तो वैल्यू को वो डेटा को फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा. एरे लिस्ट में भी हम स्टार्ट से स्टार्ट करेंगे, लिंक लिस्ट में भी हम हेड नोड से स्टार्ट करेंगे. उस डेटा को सर्च करने के लिए उतने इटरेशन लगने वाले, उतने लगने लिंक लिस्ट में भी लगने वाले. बट द डिफरेंस क्या है? टू रिमूव एन एलिमेंट फ्रॉम अ लिंक लिस्ट वी जस्ट नीड टू मॉडिफाई द पॉइंटर्स. मॉडिफाई द पॉइंटर्स मीन्स आपको क्या करना है, आपको पता चलना अरे ये मेरे को नोड को रिमूव करना है, तो मुझे करना क्या है, ये जो 40 ये जो नेक्स्ट एड्रेस है ना, मेरे को बस इसमें डाल देना है. बस मैं जब इस एड्रेस को इसमें डाल दूंगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली ये इसको पॉइंट आउट करने लगेगा, ये इसको पॉइंट आउट करेगा. तो मुझे तो फिर मतलब नहीं. जब ये इसको अब मैं आपको एक बार बता देता हूँ. हाँ, मैं ऐसा बता दे रहा हूँ. सपोज जो मुझे इसको निकालना है, तो मैंने क्या करना है, मैंने इसको ये है बस इधर करना है. अब ये इसको पॉइंट आउट कैसे करेगा, इसमें तो एड्रेस 4400 है, इसमें तो एड्रेस, मुझे क्या करना है, ये एड्रेस ना कॉपी करके ना इधर लिखना है. इधर तो मैं क्या इधर लिखूंगा, इधर मैं क्या करूंगा, इधर मैंने लिख दिया, ये इसको लिंक हो गया. बट एक चीज है, इसको फ्री करना पड़ेगा. इसको आप पकड़ो और इसको फ्री कर दो. फ्री मतलब डिलीट कर दो. ठीक है, तो इसको आपने फ्री कर दिया, वो भी हो गया. ठीक है, ठीक है. अभी हम इधर देखते हैं. एक सेकेंड. ठीक, एक सेकेंड. हाँ, तो ये हमारा हो गया, तो हमने समझा. तो लिंक लिस्ट में क्या हुआ था, हमको रिमूव करने के बाद हमको शिफ्टिंग करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. बट अगेन वो लिंक लिस्ट में, एरे लिस्ट में ऐसा हो गया कि वी नीड टू शिफ्ट. सॉरी, हम कहाँ थे, हाँ, हमको शिफ्ट करना पड़ा. सो अगेन दैट इज अ हैवी ऑपरेशन. आप बोलोगे as shifting is costly operation than modifying the pointer, so we even after the same overall complexity we prefer linked list when more delete by value operation is required. Obviously अब मुझे पता चला कि अगर मेरे को कोई वैल्यू रिमूव करना है, अगेन दैट इज अ मैनिपुलेशन ऑपरेशन, तो मैं लिंक लिस्ट को ही जाऊंगा. लिंक लिस्ट को क्यों जाऊंगा, क्योंकि सर्चिंग के लिए दोनों में तो सेम टाइम है, मैं मुझे एलिमेंट ढूंढने के लिए सेम टाइम तो है. बट आफ्टर डिलीशन एरे लिस्ट में शिफ्टिंग हो रही है, लेफ्ट में आने के लिए, क्योंकि वो जगह को हटाने के लिए, ऑक्यूपाई करने के लिए. बट लिंक लिस्ट में ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता, पॉइंटर एडजस्टमेंट होता है और जो नोड्स है उसको फ्री करना रहता है. सो अगेन अगर मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, ठीक है, मैं एनालिसिस ओवरव्यू में बाद में बोलता हूँ. इन शॉर्ट समरी, अगेन आफ्टर रिमूविंग बाय इंडेक्स अगेन व्हाट आई एम सेइंग कि अगर आपको यूजिंग इंडेक्स आपको रिमूव करना है, तो अगेन दैट इज नथिंग लाइक दैट. यू कैन जस्ट पास द इंडेक्स आप एक्सेस कर सकते हो एरे लिस्ट में, बिकॉज इट इज अ कंटीन्यूअस. बस एक इशू ये है कि आपने इंडेक्स के थ्रू, चलो आपने सर्च तो नहीं करना पड़ा आपको. अगर आपको ये 89 रिमूव करना है तो आपको यहाँ से स्टार्ट करना नहीं है, क्योंकि आपको इंडेक्स बोला, सॉरी, आपको इंडेक्स से रिमूव करना है, तो आपको डायरेक्ट 89 से रिमूव नहीं करना, आपको इंडेक्स से करना है. यू कैन जस्ट पास डायरेक्ट स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में आप इंडेक्स पास कर सकते हो, रिमूव हो जाएगा. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम क्या, आपने रिमूव तो कर दिया बट ये जगह खाली हो गया. इन दैट केस अगेन देयर विल बी शिफ्टिंग टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट. सो अगेन ये हेवी ऑपरेशन हो गया. बट अगेन अगर आप देखोगे लिंक लिस्ट में ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. लिंक लिस्ट में आपको करना है क्या, आपको फाइंड आउट करना है और उसके बाद से आपको शिफ्ट, उसमें आपको शिफ्टिंग करना है, बस पॉइंटर्स का एडजस्टमेंट करना है. तो ये आप देख लो एक बार, इससे जो जो होना था मैंने बताया आपको. ये ऑपरेशंस हैं, आप एक बार देख लो. मैंने जो एक्सप्लेन किया है वही बताया कि कौन से केस में कौन सा प्रिफर्ड होना चाहिए, कौन सा बेस्ट होना चाहिए. तो मैं आपको एक समरी बोलता हूँ कि अगर आपके अगर कौन से, मतलब सपोज मैं एक जनरल ओवरव्यू बोलता हूँ कि ओवरव्यू ये है कि आप एप्लीकेशन कुछ भी बना रहे हो तो यू कैन यूज एनी डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, बट चूजिंग द बेस्ट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज आपके परफॉर्मेंस को मेंटेन करके रखता है। बिकॉज एप्लीकेशन तो आपका रन होगा, कोई भी डेटा स्ट्रक्चर यूज करोगे, बट व्हेन द डेटा साइज गेट इंक्रीजेस, वो लॉन्ग टाइम तक रन होगा तो क्वालिटी डिग्रेड होगी, मे भी हो सकता है हैंग हो जाएगा डेटा। बट इफ यू यूज द बेस्ट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, सो उसका परफॉर्मेंस मेंटेन होगा। तो मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगा, सपोज इफ यू आर वर्किंग ऑन स्मॉल सेट ऑफ डेटा set, then you can directly go for array list. But if you are working on large data set, you should go for array list. But again, there is a condition. Suppose if you have mostly the operation is like searching, and you just want to access the, suppose the data is already stored and you have to just access the value, so index by index. So in that case, I think you should go for array list. And if you don't have insertion operation more times, and deletion, maybe like insertion from any end and insertion at any position, and deletion from any end from any position, if there is no such much operation आपको लग रहा है एप्लीकेशन में नहीं है, तो आप array list के लिए जा सकते हैं। But if there is a K, you have a lot of manipulation operation like insertion, deletion from any, and deletion from any position, and insertion again from any position, insertion at any position. So I think you should go for, I think what you must go for linked list, because it will be helpful for you. Also, the biggest advantage of linked list is that what you can say is it can store on scattered memory easily, so there is a no overhead. What you can say, a scattered memory, it can utilize all the scattered memory. But in a case of continuous memory allocation, if you are creating it requires continuous memory, and sometimes the memory get full, and there is no much continuous memory left in the, it doesn't possible, it is not possible. But I'm just talking about the scenario. So in a case, suppose there is a lot of scattered memory, so in that case, linked list is the best, because it can make use of that scattered memory, and it can give the good performance. So this is why this is what I explained in my video. And if you like my video, so just if you like my video, and if you feel something I have taught you, so you just like my video, and subscribe my channel. And the one thing that actually I was planning to give a video, to make a video on the linked list and w linked list. So I was trying to I was thinking, so either I should explain the entire code and the flow, how it is working. But I thought I should first explain you these things about this data structures, what is the role of this data structure, and which data structure we should use. And after this, I was planning to make a video on this. So just give, if you want something, if you want some, if you are interested videos, some videos on specific topic, just let me know in the comment section. I'll try to make video on those topics, and just please let me know. And thank you.